Today, we're going to be discussing the basics of permaculture. And I want to share with you guys some very basic knowledge that anybody can apply at their house. So if you're a home gardener, please keep your ears open to this video. You might find it very helpful, and it might save you a lot of money too. So we're going to be talking about using local resources to fertilize your garden. And if you look over here at this bale, this is actually a gift from one of our neighbors who has his own baler. And this hay was getting a little bit older. He said that he was just going to throw it away. So we talked about it, and he said, hey, take this bale. And now this bale is actually one of the most important parts of your fertility. And the reason why it's important is because it consists of organic matter, right? So this is organic matter. Anything living, basically. Your dog, use organic matter. The trees, those are organic matter. The leaves that fall from the trees, those are organic matter. Even weeds, also a form of organic matter. So this straw, since it is organic matter, what we'll be doing is adding it to any section of the garden. We're working with a pretty big field here today to be fertilizing, but if you have a small patch of garden, you're going to be doing the exact same process. So what we'll be doing is just adding more organic matter to the soil, and that is going to help your soil in so many different ways. But some of the few ways that it helps it out is it's going to boost the life in your soil. So that's all the earthworms that you got under there, all of those creatures that are going to be benefiting your plants. Those are all going to be eating this stuff once it starts to break down, And once it starts to break down, you'll get some really rich soil under there. That's what, when you ever look at like black soil, that's all that broken down organic matter. And you want as much of that as you can get in your garden. So don't be timid, don't be skeptical about, oh, I got to get my carbon to nitrogen ratios right, 30 to 1. Honestly, just start throwing it in there, and it starts to balance itself out over time. So you're going to want to throw, your neighbor's leaf rakings in your garden, because, that's a form of organic matter that's, one, it's free, and two, it's going to help your soil a lot. So it's accessible. Guys, just take a look around. Maybe you have one tree in your backyard, and there are a few branches on the floor. You might want to just break up those branches and throw them in your garden. And in 3 to 5 years, that's gonna break down into really rich soil. So what I like to do is kind of think of it as like my trash can for my organic matter, right? So this is my trash can for organic matter, and I have a lot of organic matter to dispose of, so I'm just gonna throw it in the trash can. And over time, the soil organisms are just gonna eat all that up and be very happy, and that is gonna add a lot of fertility to your garden. Your plants are going to look huge, so add as much as you possibly can. Do not hold back. Use that trash can, and happy planting and happy gardening.